No one knows what you went through to get here. What that one card meant. You alone have walked this road. Unaided, you've made it to the final table. But now, you're not alone. You have someone in your corner, taking the punches with you, cheering your every move, your extra man. Tonight we'll crown a champion, and tonight will be the battle on the rail. This is day 6. 604 started. We now have 8. First place will pay more than £560,000, and the winner's name will be cemented in EPT history. This is the 10th PokerStars.com EPT London final table. With a lively rail comes a lively lineup. The 2 online qualifiers are looking to prove that when it comes to winning, will is just as important as skill. Homegrown talent Leo McLean may lack experience, but he has the heart of a lion.
Let's go into it. Whatever happens, happens, but obviously I want it now. Now I'm there, I really want it.
Fellow qualifier Georgios Karakousis is a dark horse. He may be the oldest, but he has the moves. At the other end of the spectrum are 6 pros with tons of experience. Both Robin Ulatalo and Jan Olev Shavik have final tabled before. Jan in this very event in Season 3. While ex-dealer Ludovic Geilich is hoping his hyper-aggressive strategy will pave the way to glory. Live pros Cully Sadu and Stefan Wagner are looking for their first 6-figure scores. But the Aussie rules. Jeff Rossiter plays super high stakes in Macau, has earned more than $3 million this year, and he's the chip leader.
I feel good about my chances. Definitely shouldn't underestimate anyone at this stage, and I'm sure everyone will bring their A game.
A whole lot of will and skill, but only one can go all the way. Players have arrived in the Grand Hall and are about to take their seats.
That's how I love it. I would have done playing a turbo, but I really have a great day. I'm rooting for it.
These two have history. Jan finished 3rd the year Vicky won this tournament.
The Greece guy is not going to care about anything.
He's aggressive, that's for sure. It's good play. He's played well.
Yeah.
I played with him in day 3 and day 4, and he's played a super aggressive game.
Yeah, I played with him also like 2 days or something.
Georgios, I don't care, Akousis.
We've got a song anyway. We've got a team song for Leo.
Oh, we're gonna take it home tonight.
What's the song? We're all. I don't even know it. Leo McLean.
Leo McLean, hashtag rail fail. And there's Wagner's rail. That banner's on loan from Slovakian Parliament.
Let's get things started. Over to EPT event host Neil Johnson.
Welcome everyone to the 10th season of the European Poker Tour and the final table of the main event here in London. Seat number 1 is an online qualifier from England who got into the main event via an 82-pound satellite. Leo McLean!
His parents, Ian and Linda, are here with dozens of his friends. Don't mess up.
Seat number 2 is our chip leader from Australia with 5,205,000 in chips, Jeff Rossiter.
Currently 3rd on the 2013 money list.
This is seat 3's 6th cash on the EPT and his 2nd final table. Greece's Georgios Karakousis.
He runs a plastics factory and qualified online.
Seat number 4 has 870,000 in chips and is 2nd on the all-time money list in Norway. The Balrog, Jan Olav Shovik.
The Balrog is Jan's online handle.
Seat number 5 is from England, and this is his 5th final table of 2013. With 560,000 in chips, Cully Sidhu.
Cully's from Birmingham and won a GUKPT in 2010.
Seat number 6 is Scottish via Germany. He is 1 for 1 with a victory in the UK IPT Estrellas Marbella main event. Ludovic Geilich.
Ludo has a German mother and a Scottish father. He's a former dealer from Glasgow.
Seat number 7 is from Slovakia with 2,525,000 in chips, Stefan Wagner.
He was an entrepreneur, but 2 years ago he turned poker pro.
Seat number 8 has 2,795,000 in chips and is better known online as Robin Ho. Sweden's Robin Ilitalo.
He final tabled Campione in Season 8, and he's got Kent Lundmark on his rail.
Kent Lundmark.
Congratulations on making the final table, gentlemen. Dealer, shuffle up and deal.
Everyone's locked up 60K. First place pays 560K. Blinds 25,000 and 50,000 with a 5,000 ante.
Pretty sweet to go home with over £500,000, but it's got to be even sweeter doing it in such a benchmark year. 10 years of the EPT, 10 years in London.
Action's been folded to Leo McLean. Under the gun +1, he's got pocket threes.
He starts with just under 20 bigs.
He raises to 110,000.
I like the raise instead of a shove. It makes it look a little stronger. Maybe it gets through.
Folded around to Shavik, who's got ace-queen in the cutoff.
Typically, this hand is a slam dunk to get involved, but Leo's been playing super tight the last few days. These two are just about even in chips.
Wow, the Balrog folds.
There's a lot of money to be made from laddering up. Could honestly have seen that going either way.
Jack deuce for Ludo in the small blind. He folds. And Wagner gives up the big blind. Raise and take it for Leo.
If Leo had shoved, he may have gotten called by ace-queen. Now he's won the blinds and antes risk-free.
Well, Leo's made an interesting agreement with his friend Nick Cox.
I said to him as a joke, if he wins it, I'm going to get the winner's photo tattooed on my left butt cheek. I just stuck with it. Well, I'm very nervous about it because I don't like needles. We hadn't agreed on the size, so hopefully I can get it as small as possible. And I'm going to get a good tattoo artist as well to do it, so there's like a year waiting list just in case he forgets. So, yeah, just doing that for him.
None of that really seems to be in the spirit of the bet. Don't jinx the kid.
Those are the payouts. Big jumps along the way. £560,980 up top for the EPT 10 London champ. Robin Ulatello folds under the gun. Leo McLean is out. Jeff Roster passes. Karakusis not going to play this hand. Shavik mucks. Kuli Sadu's on the button with fewer than 10 big blinds. He lets it go. Ludovic Geilich in the small blind. Looks down at Queen 4 of diamonds.
He's got around 14 bigs, so shoving here would be what the kids call unexploitable. It's plus EV in the long run, and there is no counterattack.
He does move all in. Stefan Wagner in the big blind has a ton of chips.
And he hasn't looked yet? Come on, bruh.
King of clubs. Queen of clubs.
To all cyborgs and keyboard warriors, this is a snap decision. To human beings potentially winning life-changing money, it's going to take a second.
Okay, I call.
He calls, putting Geilich at risk. And Geilich's dominated.
I'm in bad shape.
And he's not just talking about all the deep-fried food in Scotland.
Geilich looking for diamonds, or a 4. And there's a 4!
Is that 4?
Ludo set for a double up.
Told you it was unexploitable.
He has to fade kings, queens, and 7s on the river. And he does.
Guy's been such a huge character this week. I would have been bummed to lose him so soon. And then there's the Slovakian rail. Sad clowns.
Nice one. Got to take the spot. I'm just amazed. I mean, I got there.
And I didn't even shout. It was
How did I get
reaction
there?
as well.
That's the first time I've been all in into risk. You know what I'm saying? I hate being all in. Obviously, not in. Okay, this is a disaster.
Delayed reaction on the 4.
Sometimes it takes things a little longer to reach Scotland.
So who has the best rail? Vote using the hashtag EPT. 7 now remain at the PokerStars.com EPT London final table because during the break, Georgios Karakousis eliminated Kalisadou in 8th place. The Greek qualifier is now playing a stack of 4.5 million. But the elder statesman of the table still seems like somewhat of an enigma.
The Greek lad, the old Greek lad, he's played a great game, he's played aggressive, but I think I'd be able to suss out his game.
A bit of an unknown quantity really, don't really know where I am in any pots with him, so a bit strange.
I love him, he's awesome. He plays really cool. Plays a lot of hands, plays aggressive and not afraid.
Οι αντίπαλοι μου, όπως τους βλέπω, δεν πιστεύω ότι είναι κάτι εξαιρετικό. Καλοί παίκτες, αλλά όχι τίποτα εξαιρετικό.
Jeez, I've heard Phil Hellmuth Jr. be more complimentary of his opponents. Take it easy, dude.
Blinds are up, 30,000 and 60,000 with a 10,000 ante. Jan Olafshavic's under the gun with a 10 big blind stack. Pocket sevens.
He managed to ladder up one spot, but now it's time to do the man dance.
I'm all in.
He shoves.
Or woman. I don't want to get letters.
Ludovic Geilik's got pocket nines.
The Balrog may have met his Gandalf.
A re-raise or a just call?
No matter what happens, I don't think he's ever folding.
Ludo's counted out 595,000. He calls. Wagner's out. Ulatalo with ace-10 suited. Passes.
Easy decision.
Ace-jack suited for our qualifier pick. And he folds.
Less easy, still pretty easy.
So everyone else out the way. Shavik at risk and a huge underdog.
Seven.
You can't reason with the rail. Well, that's getting replaced next year.
9 on the flop!
Wow, the Balrog has all but tumbled into the lava pit.
Drawing dead on the turn.
You shall not pass. This is bigger for Scotland than the Loch Ness Monster.
Shavik finished 3rd in EPT London in Season 3, 7th in Season 10 for just over £88,000. And Ludovic Geilik now has a stack of close to 2.5 million.
There wasn't a lot of brick cards in the turns. There wasn't, no, I'm saying there wasn't. I'm saying like 6s, 8s, jacks. You know what I mean?
Not often you get them dead on the turn. Great feeling.
I know, keep it down, boys.
He's talking about the shots they just took. He knows how to handle a Scottish rail.
I used to work as a dealer in Glasgow. It was good money and it helped me play poker, learning how to know where the best hand was, betting wise and tails wise, and it always improved your game. I always knew I was going to be good enough to play EPTs.
Ludovic Geilik!
The fact that I won a UK IPT makes me come into the field like this with confidence, knowing that I could do what I can do.
I'm just amazed. I mean, I got there.
The standard in EPTs are the highest standard of tournament in the world, I think. I'm happy that I made the final. To win this event would be amazing.
Guy flies the German flag even though his Scottish accent is sharper than Gerard Butler's ski and do.
Action folded to Leo McLean, who's all in with 9-10.
Fewer than 7 big blinds. Strap it on. Mom and Dad, you're in.
Georgios Karakousis has ace-4 on the button.
BT dub, this would be too loose a call IMO from the OG.
He does call.
The main reason ace-4 is too weak is actually because of overcalls. If anybody calls behind, he's going to be a huge dog.
Geilik's folded the small blind. Wagner in the big blind. Also folds. Showdown. Leo McLean does have 2 live cards. He's only a 6-4 underdog here.
It's been like this from the last few days. He always seems to find the double up when he needs it, though.
9 on the flop! And a straight draw to go with it. Just has to fade an ace on the river.
Just 3 outs.
He doubles up!
Leo McLean or John McLean, this kid is a major diehard. I think Karakoussis is smiling. But his daughter isn't. I'd say something else here, but her father terrifies me.
I think I might have won that one. I'm not sure. Can you tell?
Leo McLean now playing 950,000. While his parents are sweating every single hand, we caught up with them earlier on.
Well, when he first got involved with it, he was at university. He went into a tournament against my advice, but he actually won the tournament, and that was his first win ever. And then he won a lot of stuff online, and now he's come to the live tournaments, and he enjoys that thoroughly. And he's here today, and he's got as far as he has. So good luck for the rest of the tournament, you know.
Disapproving parents often turn into proud parents because money.
Well, Leo has now locked up a 6-figure score. He's still the short stack with 16 big blinds. Jeff Rossiter leads the final 6 with more than 4.8 million. That's an 80 big blind stack. And on this hand, we're going to sweat with the chip leader and play the hand from Jeff Rossiter's perspective.
All right, we get to sweat with a chip leader and a boss. I'm in.
Action's been folded to Jeff in the small blind. He's got pocket 6s.
This is going to sound weird, but I like a limp here a lot.
He does just call.
We can easily call a raise, and if we hit a bad flop, we don't have to play a huge pot out of position.
There is a raise from Karakoussis to 180,000.
Like I said, we can call. Imagine how big this pot would be if we had raised and then got 3-bet.
Jeff calls, out of position, without the pre-flop betting lead. 420,000 in the middle. The flop has a 6 on it. Rossiter checks his set.
Love the check. I think the plan here should be check call, check raise.
A continuation bet of 200,000 from Karakoussis, quickly called by Jeff.
Maybe we check raise the turn. I don't know. I'm too excited.
Jack of clubs on the turn. Jeff checks a second time.
If Georges bets, I don't think he's going to be double barreling here that often with air. So we must have something.
That's a bet of 450,000.
I just don't know if that's something strong enough to call a check raise. Oh no, he's doing the hand over the face thing. And whether or not I approve of a check raise, I actually have no control over Jeff's actions.
Jeff elects just a call. We go to the river with 1.7 million in the middle. The 5 of spades brings a potential flush.
That is a bad card. I do not think we can check raise.
Jeff checks a third time. Will Karakoussis bet a third time? Yes, 500,000. Jeff calls, and Karakoussis tables. Ace-10, he turned the nut straight.
Sorry, dudes. Not much we could have done there. Cold deck. Great. And now Jeff has gone to his sad place. Just great.
And Georgios Karakoussis takes the tournament chip lead, 4.2 million.
Πρώτο ρόλο για μένα, πρώτο λόγο έχει η ευχαρίστηση που μου δίνει το παιχνίδι. Εκτός από την ευχαρίστηση που μπορώ και ταξιδεύω, γιατί ποτέ δεν ήμουνα φαν των ταξιδιών, αλλά τώρα με το πόκερ κάνω τα ταξίδια και βέβαια ευχαριστιέμαι όλο το πακέτο. Συνήθως έχω κάποιο μέλος της οικογένειας δίπλα ή και πολλά μέλη. Πολλές φορές έρχονται μαζί μου και ευχαριστιούνται την τουριστική κατάσταση.
Who says you slow down when you get older? This guy's more active than the cultures in a Greek yogurt.
The Greek good? The Greek good? That quote. No, but I'm saying this picked up a series tail on him. Don't see when he does that. See when he does that. He's got the nuts. Like he's got a big hand. Bit strange.
I noticed that like 5 days ago, but I didn't want to say anything.
Blinds up at the final table. We're now playing 40,000 and 80,000 with a 10,000 ante. Karakusis first to speak, folds.
Still stacking chips, I love it.
Ludovic Geilich, Jack 8 of diamonds, raises, makes it 160,000. Stefan Wagner, Queen Jack.
Very tempting call, although always a little nerve-wracking with action behind still.
He flats. Robin Ulatalo on the button. Has Ace King.
He most certainly should 3-bet this.
Ulatalo's second in chips, starts the hand with 4 million.
I know we're in England, but is Robin wearing chainmail? Weird.
The Swede counting out a 3-bet. He makes it 455,000 total.
That's a little small given stack sizes. Both these guys are getting good prices.
Both blinds pass. Geilich, the original raiser. Gives it up. Wagner.
Wagner's been super tight. We know he should fold, but there's a chance he might think a shove could get through.
All in.
He moves all in.
Easy call.
Cool.
Ulatalo calls, putting Wagner at risk.
Slovakian rail, Swedish rail, including Kent Lundmark. And they should be thrilled he's up against Queen Jack and not a pair. Plus, we know Ludo folded a jack.
Ulatalo a 68% favorite. Make that 77% favorite. Wagner looking for a queen or a jack. It's an ace! Wagner's drawing dead!
Did you see the way he just slapped at Kent Lundmark? I know you're excited, dude, but that is Kent bleeping Lundmark.
Stefan Wagner exits in 6th place for just over £119,000. Robin Ulatalo, the new chip leader, 6.4 million. He is in command of this final table with 5 players remaining. Welcome back to the PokerStars.com EPT from London, where after the elimination of Stefan Wagner, Robin Ulatalo has taken the chip lead.
Leo, how much are you playing now?
It'll be 640 behind.
640 behind. Thank you.
I wish I could say it's about 3 million behind.
Well, you can say it.
But getting 7 deuce most every hand is a bit hard to do that.
You'll get there.
I hope so.
That's a really nice thing to say, even if it is completely unsubstantiated.
Line still 40-80. Jeff Roster first to speak. King 10.
Sure, why not? Under the gun's not as early as it seems when you're 5-handed.
Jeff makes it 160,000, gets a fold from Karakusis. Ludo folds the button. He'll do that about 1% of the time. Ace 10 of diamonds for Robin Ulatalo in the small blind.
He might 3-bet here to take the lead out of position, but you don't really have to with Ace 10 suited. What would Kent Lundmark do? I don't know, but whatever it is, you can be damn well sure it'd be right.
Ulatalo, the chip leader, has counted out a re-raise. He 3-bets to 425,000. Leo McLean's got jacks in the big blind. He moves all in.
I did not see that coming.
Roster folds. And Robin calls.
But you saved me money. You probably saved me money.
They're not money, they're chips.
Our qualifier is at risk again, but he's a 2-to-1 favorite.
It's another spot where the kid's supposed to double up.
Good flop for jacks.
Clean flop for McLean.
Deuce of hearts, any good?
He'll take the 4 of clubs. Just has to fade an ace on the river. It's a jack for a full house. He doubles up again.
Uncle Leo, hello! Oh, and it turns out Robin wasn't just blowing smoke. I apologize. I'm sorry.
You did say it would come, just before the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he regrets it.
Leo still has less than half an average stack, but his rail is willing him to win.
My rail has been awesome. Quite stupid at times.
How was your bubble, right?
But I'm really pleased they're there, because to be honest, without them it'd be quite tough to keep my head cool and keep relaxed.
Just want to support him and cheer him on as best we can.
Nick's been here the whole week to support me. And after I won the package, he said, if you go on to win it, I'll get a tattoo of you on my bum.
We didn't agree on the size, so the smaller the better, basically.
Nick's rooting for me to come second. Day 2, knocking out Phil Helmy for the main event.
Will the incredible Helmuth comeback continue?
A character like that is one of obviously the greatest in the game at the minute.
Nice hand.
A graceful exit for the poker brat, eliminated by Leo McLean.
Nine-handed, came to the rail.
You can do it. You have a good style to make it.
Thank you, cheers. That meant a lot for Phil Helmy to do that. It really did. It actually helped me through.
He seemed like a really nice kid to me. He did bust me, but he seemed to handle himself with class, and all his friends say he's a class guy.
It's awesome to have the support, and it does mean a lot to know so many people are behind me.
Such an amazing experience our online qualifier is having here in London. Actions on Georgios Karakousis, ace-queen. He starts the hand with just shy of 5 million chips. He raises to 160,000. Ludovic Geilich on the button has 9 deuce off.
Oh no, what's he doing? He knows this isn't blackjack, right? He tangled with Georgios before, and Georgios pwned him. If he's trying to pick on a less experienced player, he's got a terrible hand to do it with. It's got to be all barrel, because he'll never make a hand.
This is the Ludo we know and love. 3-betting with 9 deuce. Kings for Ulatalo.
Well, things are about to get a little weird.
Ludo can just kiss goodbye to that 355,000. Ulatalo 4-bets, makes it 860k. McLean is out. It's back on Karakousis.
This 4-bet could be a little smaller. With stack sizes, a smaller 4-bet gets you the same fold equity. And even though he doesn't want any folds, you don't want your opponents to know that.
What's Karakousis thinking?
We know he likes to back down less often than Jake Tyler, the character from the 2008 film Never Back Down.
Pushing 3 stacks forward. Only 2 go across the line.
Raise.
With no verbal declaration, the chips should all go in together. We'll have to call the floor.
That was a string bet.
Should be an interesting ruling.
His intention was to raise. Yeah, it's fine. It's a raise. The intention is clear. Okay.
He looks a little embarrassed. Don't be. It happens to the best of them.
That will be a raise. His intention was clear that he was raising with the other 2 stacks. So
it goes as a 5-bet to just over 1.6 million.
When the most senior guy at the table puts in a tiny 5-bet, you're not in love with kings, but with Ludo and his usual haggis out of the way, it does make them a little bit stronger.
I'm all in.
He shoves on Karakousis.
Looks like just calling Robin's 4-bet may have been the play here.
A coffin of fold.
Must feel great for Ulatalo, winning a huge pot with no showdowns, like when someone else pays for an expensive meal. It's a sweet deal, but you wonder if you could have ordered a little more.
Plenty of EPT regulars on Robin Ulatalo's rail, including a former champion.
Kent Lundmark.
Robin has come close himself, and now he's looking to join Kent in the winner's circle. He's extended his chip lead. He's now playing 7.4 million. And suffice to say, he has already achieved his best ever result on the tour. Action on Leo McLean. He folds under the gun. Queen 9 for Jeff Rossiter. And it's a raise to 160,000. Round to Robin Ulatalo in the big blind. King Queen.
Domination situation developing for the Bossiter. This is maybe the top of Robin's just call range from the big blind.
Heads up to the flop, which is Queen High. Robin checks.
To the razor, and this is a brutal flop for him, although he can't know it.
He continues for 185,000.
And Robin's got to like this. Looks like a fine spot for a call. Well, that doesn't look like a call.
Why call when you can check raise to 480,000?
Well, I hope this raise is based on some dynamic or some read that Jeff never bet folds.
Jeff quickly calls.
A lot of players are going to fold most worse hands there. Jeff's got one he can call with.
8 of diamonds on the turn. And Robin having taken over the betting lead on the flop, is set to continue the turn.
As well he should.
680k.
It's a good bet. People don't usually randomly check raise drive flops like that, but it looks like Jeff's not ready to give this up just yet.
He calls again with just 7% equity.
Calling here and maybe folding river is actually okay too.
It's a jack.
Bad river for king queen. Queen jack is easily a hand Jeff could have.
Check, check. Robin Ulitalo tables a winner.
Jeff got a free showdown, but he's still gonna have to pay Uncle Jack for the moonshine. Kicker plays, yee-hoo!
Ulitalo increases his chip lead even further. He has close to 8.8 million. Robin's hoping to become the 9th Swedish EPT champion. The UK has produced more winners on the tour than any other country, with the US only one behind.
I find it odd that Zamunda is not listed on there, James. Odd and a little insulting.
Eddie Murphy is yet to win an EPT. Blinds up to 50 and 100,000 with a 10,000 ante. Robin Ulitalo, folding 10-3. 7 deuce for Leo McLean.
Back to the 7 deuces.
All in.
Jeff Roster shoves the button for 12.5 big blinds.
Had to do it. Has to do it.
Calls. Geilich folds the big blind, and Rossiter is off to the races.
Jeff was shoving way too many hands that King Queen would be dominating. Big flip for a lot of money, and Jeff Roster has to cross the equator all the time, so he's used to flipping.
The flop is Queen High. Karakusis takes the lead. Jeff Roster now drawing to 2 outs. He needs a 4 on the river.
You can't spell Oz without Martin Kozlov. He wants the 2-outer for Australia.
The last card is a 7. He came into the final table as chip leader, but Jeff Rossiter exits in 5th place. And Georgios Karakusis chips up to 4.5 million.
We lose Jeff Rossiter, who's been murdering 2013 like he's the beneficiary of its insurance policy on an episode of Columbo. And Karakusis can't lose this. Also, he's kind of Karakusis.
Well, the last few days have all gone really well, and I thought I had a good seat on the table, but today wasn't the day. I haven't played with the loud rail like that before, but I don't know, it is what it is. Just ignore it and keep playing. I think Robin's the best player, and he's got all the chips, so he'd be a big favourite to win.
Geilich's raised under the gun. Robin Ulitalo folds.
Nice fold, big favorite.
Deuces for Leo McLean. In the small blind.
I'm all in.
He shoves.
Deuces never loses, but he's still got to get through Karakusis.
Georgios folds. It's back on Ludo. And he calls!
Another sick flip for lots of money. How long can Leo's double-up streak continue? Mathematics say it could go on forever. Are they saying Leo or Ludo?
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Leo's still ahead, but he doesn't like it.
There are some counterfeit possibilities.
Has to fade. Kings, queens, 9s, and 5s. He doubles up again!
Call him Leo da Vinci because he's turned doubling up into an art form.
Ludo crippled down to 15 big blinds.
And he missed out on an opportunity to ladder the table up.
Leo McLean now playing 30 big blinds.
He is by no means out of the woods, but he is still in it.
Our qualifier's amazing journey continues. If you want to play in an EPT event, go to PokerStars.com. There are qualifiers every day. Four players remain here at the PokerStars.com EPT London main event final table. Blind still 50-100. Ludovic Geilich is the short stack and he's under the gun. He's got Queen 8 of hearts.
This wouldn't exactly be a loose open four-handed.
Raises to 200,000. Ace Queen for Robin Ulitalo.
Most certainly a hand you can 3-bet in position. And he's got Geilich dominated.
The chip leader does re-raise. He makes it 440,000. Leo McLean folds. Georgios Karakusis is out.
If Ludo thinks Robin's 3-betting light, he should probably just call. This isn't a stellar hand to 4-bet. It's got bad equity against the hands that would call.
I'm all in.
Ludo shoves.
Call.
And Untitled calls.
Not now, guys.
I'm in bad shape.
And at risk.
I get ace queen.
Some are yelling ace, some are yelling 8.
There's an 8 and an ace.
The poker gods answered all prayers.
Geilich with 2 outs, with 2 cards to come. Needs to hit on the river. We lose Ludovic Geilich in 4th place. He cashes for nearly 200K. And Robin Ulotalo now has more than 12 million chips.
Boy, Ludo is fun to watch. Hope we see him again soon. That's the closest a Scotsman would ever come to crying.
The Swede has a stranglehold on this 3-handed final table.
Fare thee well, Angus McWiener Schnitzel. Fare thee well.
Robin Ulotalo now the most experienced player remaining.
I finished 8th in IPT Campione and 13 in Berlin, so had some chances. Final table in Campione, I wasn't really ready. I was pretty unexperienced and played too crazy, I think, and I was too nervous to play good. So, but now I'm ready. I'm friends with Kent Lundmark, who won it in Barcelona, and Michael Turnick. Anton Wigg also won it in Copenhagen, so I don't know if it helps, but keeps me inspired. I'm playing more confident now, and to win this event would be a dream come true.
Oh my God, I had the same dream. Except the Swedes on the rail, not dudes.
Overshare, Joseph. We're gonna sweat with our qualifier here. Leo McLean with King 6 on the button, raises to 205,000.
We couldn't get a guy with more than 17 big blinds. Come on!
The chip leader in the big blind.
Guess our stack size is gonna make things pretty easy post-flop.
Assuming Robin Ulotalo doesn't re-raise. He elects to defend. We go to the flop, which is 8-5-4, a gut shot for McLean.
So we really want Robin to play it in flow so we can check behind, get a free card. Yes!
Check, check.
Short-handed, we could have the best hand, and I don't think Robin's ever folding better to a bet.
Deuce on the turn. Leo now has a double belly buster.
Checking also disguised our hand if we did make the gut shot, which we didn't do.
But Leo can still make a straight on the river with either a 3 or a 7 now. Robin leads the turn. 260,000.
With the increased equity of the double gutter ball, I think we have to call here.
260.
Plus, if we catch the 3, we have cray-cray implied odds against an ace.
Leo calls. More than $1 million in the middle. Well, the river isn't a 3, but it is a 7. That's a straight for Leo.
Nah, I wanted the 3 so we could sing Come On McLean by Dexy's Midnight Runner Runners.
Action's on the chip leader.
I'm all in.
Robin Ulotalo shoves.
We are not deep enough to get away from this, so we're just going to go ahead and ignore the spade and call. We've even got the king of spades, which is a super blocker.
Oh, cool.
Leo calls. Robin Ulotalo has Jack 9. We were ahead on every street.
Yes. I actually don't hate the shove by Jack 9. Leo's probably going to fold anything worse than a straight there.
Leo doubles up again as he stacks chips. Let's hear from our 4th place finisher.
I'm disappointed going at 4th. I wanted to win it so badly, but I tried my best. If I win the title, the money's irrelevant. Like, obviously money's a bonus. I just want to use the money to keep coming and playing these tournaments, so that's the plan.
Well, Leo McLean is soaking in the EPT experience. He is having the time of his life. He's on the button, and he's got ace queen of diamonds.
This experience could get a whole lot more amazinger.
He raises to 225,000. Pocket 3s for Georgios Karakousis.
This man's capable of anything.
All in.
He shoves!
Maybe a little too much to shove, but it's close.
Robin folds.
Huge decision, but a clear one.
Cool.
Leo calls. He finds himself at risk again, and it's a classic race.
These two are an absolute statistical dead heat.
The flop is all hearts. Karakoussis has the 3 of hearts. Leo only has 4 outs. The 2 black aces and the 2 black queens. He needs to hit on the river. He's down to 9%.
Looks like Leo's face has gone from worry to acceptance. Just enough time for Nick to fire off one last prayer to the poker gods.
The river card is a 9. Leo McLean finally loses an all-in, and his incredible EPT journey is over.
It's going to be tough to get him to realize it now, but this kid has a lot to be proud of. One day he's a fan of the show, the next day he's busting superstars and cashing for £250,000.
An amazing return on an investment of just 93 quid.
He's also picked up a lot of new fans. 2 right here in this booth.
You can never fold. I don't think I can fold. You can never fold. Never fold.
And so we are heads up.
I've been trying to make conversation within the whole tournament.
Any chance of a chop?
Hello. They tell me you are a very good player in heads up, but no deal.
No deal.
Okay, no deal.
Okay.
No deal?
No deal.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, I love that guy.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Aye.
Right now I'm actually pretty gutted. I really wanted to take it down, but obviously when it sets in, I think I'll be pretty damn happy. It's just been so surreal playing against some of the best in the world and finishing 3rd. I will look back and I'll be so happy with it, but right now I'm just a bit gutted.
Our qualified did us proud. Over to EPT event host Neil Johnson.
And we are now heads up here at the EPT London main event final table. Congratulations on getting this far.
Good luck.
And good luck the rest of the way. Dealer, please shuffle up and deal.
It's Karakoussis versus Ulatalo for the title.
Whatever happens, I think you're a legend.
I agree. OG Koussis forever.
They're playing pretty deep. 70 big blinds effective. This could be some battle. Blinds are still 50 and 100. Ace deuce of diamonds for Karakoussis. He's on the button in the small blind.
Decent starting hand, heads up.
He raises to 200,000. Ace king for Robin Ulatalo.
Oh boy, this could be a short heads up if an ace hits. Obviously, a 3-bet is super cool here.
And that's what we get. The green and black chips are worth 100,000 each. It's a re-raise to 550,000. And Karakoussis 4-bets.
I'm all in.
Ulatalo shoves.
Well, there's that. Ace deuce would have been a great hand to take a flop with. Now I think Karakoussis has to fold.
He does fold.
Well, maybe that'll help him in the long run. Could have been bad news if an ace hit. A lot of finesse to heads up play. Georgios may want to slow his roll a bit.
Meanwhile, Robin Ulatalo increases his advantage as the blinds go up to 60,000 and 120,000 with a 20,000 ante.
Robin's the favorite in a couple of ways, and I think heads up play specifically handcuffs the style that's been working for Georgios, which is not unlike a man hell-bent on keeping children from playing on his front lawn.
Ace king again for Robin Ulatalo.
Run better, dude. Offsuit wasn't good enough last time.
240.
There's a min raise. Ace 6 for Georgios Karakoussis.
Another bad ace. There's his daughter, Sophia. Put mom back on. He's in a hand.
He 3-bets, re-raising to 620,000.
He's doing it again. There's not much reason for Robin not to 4-bet this. You're likely to have the best hand, and it's a big pot either way.
He responds with a 4-bet to nearly 1.5 million. Back on Karakoussis.
All in.
He shoves.
All in.
I call.
And Ulatalo calls. This could be it.
Karakoussis has played this heads up like he wants it to be over quickly, and he just might get his wish.
Ulatalo, a 73% favorite.
That's 6 off.
Not just to win this hand, but to win the EPT London main event.
George is keeping his Karakoussis. His friend Alexis, troubled.
5-5 deuce.
Paired board always means a chop's a possibility, but ace-king is still a massive favorite. Robin wants this so bad. Meanwhile, this is the hardest a senior citizen has ever balled on this show, possibly ever.
The turn card is the 8 of clubs. A flush draw for Untitled. He's now an 84% favorite, and he will win unless there is an 8, a non-club 6, or non-club deuce on the river. It's the Jack of Hearts, and he has done it!
Robin Untitled is the 10th London champion on the EPT.
You can keep your Kent Lundmarks. Sweden has a new EPT hero, Robin Untitled. And Georgios Karakoussis, who qualified online, is the runner-up.
Good game. I had a lot of good parts and heads up. But ace king suited all the time. Really nice playing with you.
This tournament came down to 2 of the sleepers. They didn't make a whole lot of noise other than the occasional throat clear, but they were both at times very impressive.
Jävla EPT alltså. Fy fan vad sjukt det här är.
Robin Untitled wins more than £560,000. So no back-to-back titles for Britain in EPT 10, but a great showing from Leo McLean and an awesome result. Greece takes silver, Sweden seizes gold, and his second EPT final table, Robin Untitled secures victory.
Robin, the first time you made an EPT final table, you were first man out. How does it feel to be the last man standing?
Oh, it's amazing. I can't tell how much it means. It's shocking.
In a lot of ways, today was sort of a battle of the rails. What do you think gave your rail the advantage?
I think they drank the most beers.
That is an excellent answer. Swedish banging for the win, how about? All right, everybody, let's get a big round of applause for EPT 10 London champion Robin Untitled.
Well, over the last 10 days, London's new digs have provided many lasting memories. The ladies made their presence felt on the felt.
It's my hometown. I want everyone to have fun.
That could have been a great bluff, Liv.
I wish.
Vanessa's search for silence fell short.
I don't have to stick it in, I can pass. I've got to find out where I am, right? Vanessa, what you got?
But some of the biggest mouths in the game...
What are you laughing at? Yo, what's funny?
...were shushed.
Man, I had such a great feeling about today.
87 made the money, including a couple of previous bubble boys.
Not me this time.
We lost the last former champ, so the two-time curse lives on. Meanwhile, a UK IPT winner bluffed his way into our hearts.
That's amazing. What about a run good? You know what I mean? Run good?
A local qualifier turned less than 100 quid into $250,000.
I think I might have won that one.
The dark horse, Georgios Karakoussis, almost sealed the deal, but it was the quiet Swede who let his poker do the talking. Congratulations to Robin Untitled. From Joe Stapleton and me, James Hartigan, it's good night from London. We'll see you in the Bahamas for the 2014 PCA.